Okay, I'm back. I hate that I have to make this video. I really do because I don't want to seem like I'm a LeBron hater when I'm really not. But it just is what it is. Somebody got to tell the truth. I mean, somebody got to do it. Now, let me get it out the way. I respect LeBron as a person. He one of the best athletes off the court. You know, he never got in trouble. He plays hard. He works hard. You know, he a good role model, in which a lot of celebrities not. But you know, LeBron, you a great person, and you rich and successful. You on my top 5 list. You know, so I obviously can't hate you. But like the title of the video say, LeBron can never be the GOAT. He could never be the GOAT. And let me break down why. A couple of reasons why. So the number one reason why he can't be the GOAT is because he have too many stains on his resume, too many losses, too many failures. It's that simple. Now, let's get into it. So of course nobody is perfect. Nobody's gonna win every year. Every player then had they mistakes and they fall offs and things like that. Like every player, you know, no player won the championship every single year besides maybe Bill Russell winning it, I think 11 and 13 years. But we really don't look at that. That was a different era. And you know, he played on a stacked team when it was only 11 teams. So that's something different. But for the most part, we know Kobe, Jordan, Magic had, you know, all of these players we can name times that they failed. So it's not just about that, but it is the simple fact of LeBron have failed and had more mishaps than any, I ain't gonna say any other player, but any other player on the GOAT status list. And I look at it like this. I use the perfect analogy is, if could we call Tom Brady the GOAT of football, right? Most of us call him that. Most of us call Wayne Gretzky the GOAT of hockey, right? And then I know I don't, you know, I don't watch soccer, but I know Messi and Cristiano is considered the GOAT. So what's in common with all of these players and even Michael Jordan, who often regarded as the GOAT, is that I look at it like this. If any of them players had a losing record in the finals or Super Bowl or World Championship, whatever you want to call it, would you be calling them the GOAT? Like if Tom Brady is 7-3 in Super Bowls. If Tom Brady was like 3-7 or 4-6, would you consider him the GOAT? And I know the answer to that, nobody would. It took Tom Brady to get to 5 rings for people to really consider him the GOAT, despite all the records. Because forget that you could say it's not all about Super Bowls or all about championships, and it's not. But I'm getting to the other reasons why LeBron not the GOAT. This is just one of the reasons, because rings do matter, championships do matter. The players tell you this all the time. And that's the way it's always been. They tried to change it to where it don't matter. Yes, it do matter. So, and like I said, if Tom Brady had lost more Super Bowls than he won, would you call him the GOAT? No, you wouldn't. And everybody know that that's true. The same for Wayne Gretzky and all the other players. If they made it to the final, the championship, and they lost more times than they won, nobody would call them the GOAT. LeBron is literally the only player in all the sports that that has a losing record in the finals and then lost so much, and people still try to call him the GOAT. Like it just don't make sense. And to me, that's why it doesn't make sense for LeBron to be the GOAT and why he can never be the GOAT. Unless, like I said, he can be the GOAT because he's still technically playing. So if LeBron somehow magically transform and just start winning MVPs and win 2, 3 more championships out of nowhere, then yeah, he can be the GOAT. So I guess it's a little asterisk to this video, but we know more than likely that's not going to happen. But if LeBron at 40, 41, 42 win the MVP and 1 or 2 more championships, then I will have to probably change what I have to say. But as of right now, and what's funny is that, what is LeBron now? 4-7, I think, or is it 4-6? I'll be losing track of. He either 4-6 or 4-7 in the final. So even if he win 2 more, if it's 6, he'll just be at 500. or if it's 7, he'll still not have a winning record. So it's like that's crazy to me. So another reason why LeBron can't be considered the GOAT or never the GOAT is because LeBron game is not that of a GOAT. Now, some people would say that's not true. LeBron can do everything because he's versatile and everything like that. How is he not the GOAT? But still, we know that LeBron game, it got holes in it. That especially early on in his career, and even still now, like LeBron, not the best shooter. It's been numerous of times where his 3-point percentage in the playoffs was bad. He's not that great of a free throw shooter. And then back in the day, I remember the Spurs used to play 20 feet off of him and let him shoot. Like, what GOAT player is they gonna step off you and just let you shoot on the perimeter? Like they didn't respect, like the Spurs didn't respect LeBron at all. I'm sorry. If you go back and watch them 3 finals, they didn't respect LeBron for real, for real. And then also, LeBron, like I said, LeBron is one of the best athletes, I guess you could say, at going to the rim, and is one of the best passers. He good in a lot of areas, but and being like the GOAT of the individual player, it's too many holes in LeBron game for us to really consider. Like when you watch LeBron, I guess when I'm getting to the eye test, the skill test, he doesn't look like the GOAT to you. And I know that's true. When you watch LeBron, you don't just say like, dang, this is the best player I ever seen. Like I never got like I'm not like I never got that impression. Like when I watched Jordan, and that's why a lot of people say when they watch like when I watch Kobe, like I'm like these dudes is amazing, and even to a certain degree, Steph Curry and Kyrie. Now LeBron is better than Steph Curry and Kyrie, but when I watch Steph and Kyrie, I'm like, dang, that them dudes is amazing. Like and then you got to look at their size too, because it's like they always say the same with Iverson. If they was 6'6" or 6'8", maybe they wouldn't have been that good because height does play advantage, or maybe they would have been more. Their game would have probably been different if they were taller too. So it works both ways. But like for them to be able to do what they do at their size, and Kyrie handles and this layup package and the way Steph can just shoot and his handles is just like the skill level is so high, it's ridiculous. And like I said, I'm not saying that LeBron ain't not skilled, because LeBron is definitely a skilled player for his size, just like Shaq was skilled for his size. Like both of them is skilled, but like they not the most skilled when you watch them. So that's another reason. My third reason, which I always bring up, is that LeBron team hopping and playing with all and just stacking his teams and doing all of that. So, and it's crazy that people hold it against Kevin Durant for going to the Warriors, even though it's worse than than LeBron going to the Heat, but it's still the same thing. Like LeBron goes to a team and um with already good players and Hall of Fame All-Stars and stuff like that. And then when the team bad, just hop to another team. Because people like to say when he went to the Heat, they had a losing record. But they also didn't have Chris Bosh or him either. So it don't even make sense. Like Dwayne Wade was basically by himself. Of course they're gonna be losing. But if Wade had just him and Bosh, they would have been a playoff team and good. So then you add on LeBron, of course they're gonna have a better record and be better. Like I hate when people say that, like, well, the Heat wasn't good before LeBron came. Of course they wasn't good. They didn't have 2 superstars or 2 all-stars like when Chris Bosh and LeBron came. Then LeBron went to the Cavs. Everybody like to say, well, the Cavs was bad. Kyrie wasn't doing nothing. He was injured, which is true. But Kyrie, everybody knew the skill set was there, and they didn't have Kevin Love. And like I always bring up, Kevin Love was a great player. He wasn't a good defender, or he couldn't carry a team, but he was just like Paul Gasol, who people like to bring up, who Kobe had. And he was averaging 25 and 13. Like 25 and 13 is 25 and 13. He was one of the best rebounders in the league. He got a 3-point shot. Like Kevin Love is a great all-around player. And then LeBron added other little pieces to that team to make it good too. And then the year that they won a championship happened to be the year where Kyrie didn't get injured and really helped them. Then he left that and went to the Lakers and then got Anthony Davis. So And we already know Anthony Davis was a number one pick. We know Anthony Davis was that dude. And so I remember a time when people were saying that Anthony Davis was going to be the best player in the league. I remember that. Like people were saying that Anthony Davis in a couple years is going to be the best player in the league. And he just always was injured. But that's how good Anthony Davis was. So, I mean, it's like, come on now. And then even the championship that they won during the bubble, like they had Dwight Howard, even though these players was old and Rondo, they still showed up and still played good and like veterans for real. Like they was perfect pieces to the puzzle. And then Anthony Davis was balling that playoffs, but LeBron still get all the credit. So, like I said, it's just looking at it, and like I said, some people look at it, oh, he won championships on multiple teams. I look at it as he had to team hop from team. Like I give more props to players who stayed on one team their entire career. I understand sometimes it don't work like that. Just like Tom Brady had to lead the Patriots, but it's still the circumstances. Like or I can give it to you one time. If LeBron would have went to the Heat and stayed with the Heat, or maybe even the Cavs the second time, I could have been like, okay, all right. But the simple fact that he went to the Lakers, like it's like, man, you basically team hopping at this point because you did it twice already. And then hopefully, like I said, knowing LeBron, ain't no telling. He's talking about he want to play with his son and all of this type of stuff, and rumors about him getting traded. So he might end up leaving again. Like I just can't respect it for real. And then lastly, another reason why LeBron can never be the GOAT is because his resume, he's too far back. Even with him playing more years than Jordan, he still haven't accomplished as much as Jordan has. He still has less rings, less finals MVPs, less defensive player of the years. Yes, all first team defense. Like he's still behind less scoring titles. Like, like he's still behind Jordan in a lot of ways and in a lot of areas. And he didn't play like what I think it's like 6 more seasons than Jordan at this point. And Jordan retired in his prime for a year and a half. And LeBron still chasing him in certain areas. So it's like he can't mess with Jordan. It's not even close when it comes to Jordan. Like when it comes to LeBron and Kobe and Kareem and stuff, it's arguable. Like I can say it's arguable. I still put Kobe ahead of him and Tim Duncan ahead of him and Kareem ahead of him, in my personal opinion. But it's arguable. Him versus Jordan it's no debate. Like Jordan is killing this dude. Like it's not even close. Like I said, like just like you watch him from the eye. Jordan is ahead of him in the eye test, the skill test, and his resume is better than LeBron's. Like, what are we even talking about here? But I just wanted to make this video because, of course, I had to get into it with a couple of LeBron fans. I think on Instagram I got into them with because Derek Fisher said that Kobe is the GOAT, and another player saying Kobe the GOAT, but he played with Kobe, so okay, we can kind of dismiss his opinion. But still, like I said, I need to do a count on all of the players who said that Kobe is better than LeBron or have Kobe right there with Jordan. I need to calculate the amount of players because it gotta be up there for sure. To where it's enough amount of players to where you can't deny it at this point. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Like, and then I don't want to make this video too long. I can go on all day. And then, like I said, I don't want to seem like I'm hating on LeBron.